Yo, yo, yo. Yeah. Come on. So it's the 5th of October 2025. We're in quarter 4 and today marks the day that we start our Pokemon business. So for a little bit of background, I won't be doing this by myself. I'll be doing this with my best friend Phil, and we've been best friends for 20 plus years. And ever since we were younger, we've always enjoyed various things such as sports, collecting, playing games together, and at such a young age we've always had the idea that one day we will start something together that we can grow, we can scale, and we can make a living out of. And today is the day that hopefully something like that will begin. But believe it or not, this isn't actually the first time that we're going to do something similar to this, because in 2024 Phil and I stumbled on a platform called Whatnot. And if you're not familiar with the platform Whatnot, it's essentially like eBay, but it's like live streaming and you can pretty much sell anything that you can think of. But what really caught our eye was the fact that on Whatnot, a lot of people were selling Pokemon cards, football cards, basketball cards, and other collectibles. And remember when I said earlier that when we were younger, we hoped that all of our passion and the things that we love and our hobbies will make something out of it one day. When we saw that platform, we thought this is the time and this is the platform where we're going to begin and start everything that we spoke about when we were younger. And it happened. Everything that we spoke about came into fruition. We started a Whatnot channel and we were streaming every single week for most of 2024. We met loads of friends, we met some people from our streams, we went to live card shows, and we started to see some success from it. But I'll be honest with you, things didn't end up amazing with that, because we started streaming in early 2024 and we stopped streaming by late 2024. And I'm not sure if you know this, but most businesses actually close within their first year within business, and unfortunately we fell victim to that. But that doesn't mean that we lost passion about football or the hobby or the idea that we had. It just meant that there was a lot of learning to do. And so this time around I'm documenting this so that first of all, Phil and I can hold ourselves accountable. Secondly, you're in the journey. But thirdly, wouldn't it be amazing if I created this video in my room on the 5th of October 2025, and a couple years down the line, the ideas and everything that we had in between actually came into fruition. Well, who knows? Today starts everything off, and we're going to start a Pokemon business, and I'm going to highlight and document everything that we start with. And from here, you're going to be with us along the way. So, let's see. Day 1 in the Big Brother house. So the first plan of action was quite simple. Because we've streamed sports cards before, we understood that there's two things that we need to get. We need to get sealed stock and we need to get some raw cards to get the ball rolling. So we got up early morning and we started to explore all of the local Smith stores and supermarkets around us.
It looked like, I think even if we got there, there might be a chance, because it looked like they had more than enough.
Yeah, they had quite a bit.
But let's go! Successful.
Let's go, baby! Number 1, brother. So luckily the first trip was successful because the Smiths had some stock of the prismatic boosters. So we decided to continue on. We drove around to the other local Smith stores because we heard that there were some other releases coming out too.
Just the not released there, we're just going to the shop.
We're going to the shop when it opens. We're gonna go and see if we can get, what's the rumour?
It is 151 booster bundles, which is kind of crazy.
Okay.
We're there to get the ETBs for Destined Rivals.
Yeah.
But the rumour, they might be doing a low-key drop of 151s.
151s, Prismatics, Destined Rivals. Day 2 in the Big Brother house. We assigned day 2 specifically for looking at the Pokemon cards that we currently have right now. And as you can see, there's not a lot and it's not amazing, so we started buying online because we really want to build up the amount of raw cards we have. We got the first set of online purchase from the Facebook market, and it had some pretty cool cards. It had Drowsy, Squirtle, it had some promos, and it even had this PSA 10 Tatsugiri for a bargain. And that card is slept on. And from there, I also decided to inspect the cards one by one because we wanted to create two piles. We wanted to create a pile of raw cards that we were going to sell as it was, and a pile of cards that we believe is best to send off to grading. And as I'm sure you know by now, you send your card off to either PSA or Ace or Tag, and if they come back a 10, your ROI can definitely be... Okay, I'll stop the memes. So right after I inspected all the cards, I created a spreadsheet and I began adding all of the different raw stocks that we have so that we can see what is worth grading and what isn't worth grading. And that was pretty much it for day 2. So thank you guys for watching that video. I honestly really enjoyed creating content just like that, just vlogging around with my best mate, doing the things that we love to do and then editing it afterwards. If you want to be a part of the journey, you want to watch us and see how we progress or even how we fail, please feel free to leave us a like, a comment or subscribe. We'd really appreciate that, as I'm sure it will go a long way. Feel free to follow us on our social medias, which will be tagged below, and we'll also be streaming on Whatnot quite often, and the links will also be included in the description. But for now, that's just the first 2 days. Plenty more to come, more stocks, more sealed, more streams, and in the meantime, see you soon. Peace.